You can move through life at 7 times the rate of other people by simply changing when you say you're going to make a decision from end of week to end of day. So it's like, let's say that there were 4 decisions that you needed to make. If the normal person takes a week to make the decision, and then their mind moves on to the next thing that they have anxiety for, and start making that decision and decide another week, decide another week, decide another week. It's a month to make those 4 decisions. Whereas the Superman that takes one decision day 1, second decision day 2, third decision day 3, fourth decision day 4, they aren't even finished the week yet, and they're where the other person is at the end of the month.
I think people really neglect the importance and the impact that your habits have on not only your net worth, but also your ability to make money, start a business, and be successful. So one of the biggest things that really impacted my life was starting my day early. Now I know that this is a very cliche one, but as somebody that used to be more of a night owl, I would notice that I wake up and start my day extremely late and feel like the day was already gone and I was not able to get anything done. And that made me very unhappy because I love the sense of being productive. I love the feeling of getting things done and being able to help other people, and knowing that I'm too tired to do any of that just kept me from reaching those goals. So establishing a simple morning routine that helped me reach my goals is something that completely changed my life. And that morning routine is very simple. Read in the morning, exercise, shower has helped me so much. I think so many people overcomplicate what a successful morning routine has to look like, and it doesn't have to be an extensive thing. Eating clean for a better mood. I have completely changed my facial structure and my nose structure and my hair, my body, the way that my body looks, how I feel, my mood, my energy, just by changing the way that I eat and educating myself. In the time that I was trying to establish more millionaire habits in my life, I got my certification to be a nutritionist and a mindset coach, lifestyle coach, and it completely not only changed my life, but has allowed me to change other women's lives as well. And just setting up that morning routine and starting the day early and eating cleaner for a more clear mind and a better mood really transformed my life to be able to do that.
Sounds like such an obvious one, but it is so overlooked, and it's single-handedly the most important one out of the list, and that is to close the learning gap that the schooling system has created. Education at school is tailored towards getting a good job, getting promoted, earning a high salary, and then we're told to save part of our pay, the pay that the tax man doesn't rate for us. They tell us to put that money into savings accounts with interest rates that don't even keep up with inflation, and they tell us to invest it in ISAs and 401ks, which are managed by someone else who is making money doing it. That's where the problem is. Building true wealth under this paradigm is mathematically impossible. In fact, the schooling system is designed to keep most people poor, or at least working hard their entire lives just to keep their head above water. And we've been so indoctrinated in this ideology that most people just think this is the way it is and that there is no alternative, there is nothing else to do. They don't teach us financial literacy in school. They don't teach us about mortgages, about taxes, about corporate structures, managing your finances, none of that. So it's up to us to close the financial literacy gap and educate ourselves on these topics. Read the books, watch the YouTube videos, listen to the podcast, because a lot of building wealth and building income streams is about keeping the money you make and making it grow for you.
Reading is one of the most important things that you can do to increase not only your net worth, but your knowledge, and be a more interesting person altogether, because you're educating yourself on things that you're not going to learn in school. The average millionaire CEO reads around 62 books a year, and if they can do that while managing a business and spending time with family and doing all these different things, I'm sure that you could carve out 10 minutes of your day to read a book. Another thing that I did was challenging my comfort zone daily. So I think a lot of people are so afraid of the unknown and they hate unfamiliarity that they refuse to try things that make them uncomfortable. But every single day I try to strive to do at least one thing that makes me uncomfortable, that will improve my life, improve my mindset, and improve my intelligence so that way I am able to be more productive and just create a life that I really love. Another really important part was getting over the fear of missing out. There is going to be a lot of invitations and a lot of parties, a lot of things that I missed out on. And I wasn't sad about that, because when I look at a lot of the people that would religiously party or go to things and would have that fear of missing out, and look at how unproductive they are and where they're at, I realized that I didn't really miss much, because you're always sacrificing something. Your time is one of your biggest sacrifices that you can make, and when you're sacrificing your time just to not miss out on certain things, not miss out on certain deals, or spending your money on things that don't matter just because you don't want to miss out and everyone else has it, it puts you behind. It really does. And it keeps you from being able to achieve a different level of success. And it will keep you drained and chasing nothing but air, because at the end of the day, no one truly cares if you did go to that party or if you didn't go to that party. If you did buy that thing, that Versace watch or that Balenciaga, nobody really cares. Trying to find solutions and not problems. So many of the most poorly mindseted people in America focus on problems so heavily it keeps them stuck. We are one of the most well-off countries in America, and there are still people that refuse to do better for themselves and refuse to step into success and really work on themselves, because they're so focused on their problems and comfortability and wanting to complain about their lives that it keeps them from being able to find success and changing their life for the better.
When you actively engage in your own campaign of misery and you actively tell yourself the reasons why it's not going to work, or the reasons why you can't do it, or the reasons why now is not the time, or you're never going to make it happen, or it was great for Jay or great for for Mel, but nothing ever works out for. When you engage in your own campaign of misery, you are creating literally a cancer inside of you that eats at you.
A wealthy person with a wealth mindset seeks to find solutions, not problems, and not things that are not working. Remember that everyone started at zero. Over 80% of the millionaires within America are self-made and started at zero without a family inheritance, and they created that from nothing. So if they can do it, you can too. Something that I always say on this channel is that there's no limit to what you can do. There really is not. The only limit that there is the limit that you place on yourself and the limits that you have within your mind. Your mind will be your biggest limit, or the thing that takes you far. The next principle is something that Bill Gates does, but he does it on a larger scale. So Bill Gates dedicates a week to having a think week. And this is where you are connected from the news, you're disconnected from the noise, a lot of the media, and you are purposely trying to work on your self-improvement. You're trying to read and be as creative as you possibly can in order to spark ideas, creativity, passion, and be ready for the next week ahead. So I only do this one day of my week. That's a Saturday or a Sunday, and I will do absolutely nothing but be creative, read, plan, and limit any form of media, so that way I am completely and immensely focused on my goals for the upcoming week ahead. Being able to evaluate and eliminate your distractions is so important, because the media is meant to distract us, and we know this. We know the media is meant to distract us, so knowing that, you can either use that to your advantage or let it be your handicap. You get to choose. Another thing that really changed the game for me was staying active every single day. Doing something to be active, whether that's a walk, whether that is dance, Pilates, going to the gym. Doing something every day to stay active helps my mental clarity, helps me feel great in myself. And as a trainer, I have not only seen the differences within my own body, but also for my clients, and just doing simple things. I think a lot of people have this misunderstanding that you have to slave in the gym or dedicate so much time and energy to be able to get to your body goals, and that's definitely not the case. staying active in ways that made me happy is something that completely changed my body and changed my mindset. These are just some of the habits that have completely changed my life, and I hope that you guys got something very valuable from this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.